Hi everyone, welcome back. So for every commission I make, I film a little video to show to my client like how to properly take care of a costume, how to put it on properly, because when they have a lot of pieces like this, it can get quite complicated. So I always find these videos are kind of fun and like interesting to see, but I never really share them online because they're meant for one person really. But I figured maybe like just for this one, I would share with everyone like kind of what I do when I finish a commission before sending it off to the client in question. So let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start with a completely naked mannequin here. Keep in mind my mannequin is not the proportions of the client, so things don't look quite right on the mannequin, but they should look quite right on the person in question. Also one arm off because it's easier to put on stuff with only one arm, and I'll just add the arm back later. So the first thing we're gonna put on are the pants. So the pants look like this, and you just put them on like you would any other pair of pants. Nothing fancy. The zipper goes towards the front. You have a snap here. There you go. And pull it down. Now you want to make sure to pull this up high enough so that it's not pulling this down like this, so you can retain as much fluff as possible. Here they are. So they have snaps here. It's because there's a ribbon that goes there. The reason the ribbon is not sewn straight to the piece is so that it can be a bit easier to wash and maintain the pants. Now the pants you can probably wash on a very delicate setting in your washer. You'll definitely need to iron it afterwards. I would be careful ironing over this part. I would put the iron on a very, very low setting as to not melt the pile of the fabric. Yeah. But otherwise the rest of the pants are completely cotton, so they can be ironed no problem. But if you want to not have to deal with all that, I would suggest going to the dry cleaner. It's the easiest way. But yeah, so that's why this piece is removable, because there's a foam piece on it and that you cannot wash. So let's put that on. Okay, so the next piece is these ones here. So if ever you're wondering like what side does it go on? Does it go here? Does it go there? One of these has silver snaps, which are not actually the same size as the black ones. So if you see silver snaps, just know that that is the side that this goes on. So there's a big snap here, so you can snap this one into position. Just be careful not to smush this too hard. And then you go around, and there are snaps all the way around to secure it into place. So another one here in between the legs, so don't miss that one. And then to close it, there are two snaps here, so this can be snapped right like this. There you go. Then you do the same on the other side. And there you go. So those pieces are in. So let's take a look at how to put the boot pieces on. These are boots, and there are two pieces to the boot covers. We have these bad boys, which I will show you how to put on in 2 seconds. First, you need to put on these bad boys. So these go right at the top. So let's turn them around. And the buckle goes behind. So you have snaps here to hold it in place. Now this should be like right under the knee. So yeah, it's possible that this will overlap a little bit over it. And then you go like this. If I'm not mistaken, in the original artwork, this is facing this way. So you want to make sure to do that. And then you put this in like this. These are to help hold these in place. So I will show you in 2 seconds how to do that. And there you go. So this here should be pretty much centered with the back of the leg. Now, the next piece we have are these here. These have a zipper at the back, but this is also very stretchy. Like, the thing is, you can definitely like get your leg in. If you don't want to undo this, you don't need to. Just pull the zipper kind of in between. It can be very tricky. So you might find it easier to just undo this, but if you don't want to, the possibility is there. It's a little hard, right? And then you can undo this part at the bottom. So I personally wouldn't want to undo this part because it would be annoying to redo, but you can. And then this part then has a Velcro at the bottom, and you can fit your shoe in it. I'm just gonna show you real quick, but I'm not gonna put it up on my mannequin because it doesn't really, the shoe doesn't hold on my mannequin. So you would go like this under the shoe and then go back to the back here and zip it right back up. So they hold as one like this. So yeah, but like removing the zipper is optional, but it's there just in case. All right, so imagining that, you know, you fitted your boot in and everything, and now you want to put it up on your leg. You would go just like this, and then just snap this into place so it doesn't move. And right now it's dangling, but with an actual foot there, it'll hold up like this. And that's how it is for both sides. And there you go. So these pieces, they're faux leather, and this one is faux suede. And this piece here has like a boning that goes through so that it can stay up like wide and like a wide brim at the top. So that's that for these pieces. So let's take a look at everything else. Okay, so before putting on anything else, let's put on the belt. So the belt is really simple, very straightforward. This big piece here, round piece, goes at the back, yeah? And then you're gonna attach it at the front. There's a double attach here. So the first one for this hole, second one, the other hole. There you go. Okay, so the next part would be our shirt. So let's put it on first. Very simple, like this. So the shirt in the original design is only attached by one button, and they all have like these weird square buttons. It was easier to use studs to mimic that, and then the one button just has it's essentially like a faux button and faux buttonholes. Now this piece is probably the one that looks the worst on my mannequin because it has boobs and my client doesn't have boobs. So once seated properly on the person, it'll actually kind of open up like this and open up like this at the top. So it'll create like more of a like this. So it'll look a bit nicer. So right now, because of how it sits on my mannequin, it kind of hides all the button, unless we do something like this, which is not as flattering. But if ever it's a problem or you don't find like it's opening up enough, you can always, because I based myself on the feedback I got, it's an international commission. So at the mock-up stage, I based myself on the feedback I got, but you can always use a pin here. Like let's do it on my mannequin. So you can take little pins like that. You can always grab it more at the side and like pin it like this. There you go. And then you get a bit more of an opening like this. So yeah, that's one thing you can do if ever you don't find in the end that it's giving you quite the opening that you want. So yeah, that's how you put this shirt on. So, oh, also, This piece actually does have like little snaps like this here to hold this part up. I put snaps instead of sewing it in place again so that you can more easily iron this piece if ever you have to. It's cotton, so there's no problem there. You can iron it easily. Try to avoid steam on the studs, they can rust. Okay. So next piece, our big jacket. So put it on like this. And then you put it on like this. And then it can snap. Well, there's Velcro here. So you can Velcro these pieces into place. So yeah, that's what it looks like. I love this piece. I think it looks beautiful. And now we can put my arm into place. So yeah, this piece is really beautiful. I think it's particular. Oh, make sure to pull this out if, there you go. I think it's particularly beautiful at the back. I do like the little embroidery piece that's here. That's on the shirt actually. That's a very nice little touch. So now we're gonna start putting in some of the more finicky armor pieces and whatnot. So the first piece is your bag. It is fully functional. And the design of it was a bit weird, so I had to really like figure it out. But also here there's a little Velcro if ever you need to, for some reason, remove this piece in two. And the way you attach it is hiding underneath here. There is a snap. Snap that into place. And then at the back, you have another snap hiding right here. And then it holds into place. You can undo this if ever you need to, but it's optional, I guess. It's a hold like this. Right, so what's the next piece? Okay, the next pieces are these ones. They actually go at the side. There's a Velcro on the jacket. There's a Velcro on here. You Velcro this into place. I think on the original image, it's actually, just make sure that it's kind of straight. It's actually attached to the belt, but if you attach it to the belt, this will constantly kind of hit it. And I'm scared that it will literally like push it off and you'd lose it. So it's better in terms of being able to move around to attach it to the jacket. It's still very clunky, all things considered, but that's just kind of what the design was. You'll probably have to walk a little awkwardly, to be honest. It's just the logic of FF14 characters. And obviously there's another one here at the sides. Yay! There you go. Let's take a closer look. Once again, this piece can be iron flat because it will most likely end up getting folds in it just because of like how soft it is. It's doable, but this one you want to be particularly careful because there's foam that is attached to it here. So you'll want to make sure to iron from the other side, like this facing down, and the iron on the other side, and still protect it with a muslin scrap. So these pieces, they're faux leather. I would not suggest ironing unless you take very good precaution when doing so. If you want to iron the faux leather pieces, you want to take an iron, put it at the lowest setting with steam, and then protect all the pieces with a scrap piece of fabric. I use muslin. And then you can iron the pieces using that. But there's no other way to do it, and you want to be careful not to iron any of the foam pieces. If you do, it could wreck them completely. All right, so next here are our arms. So this part underneath is stretchy. So it's loose on my mannequin, but it should fit you properly. Now you can see there's a bunch of snaps there. That's because there's a bunch of pieces that go there. These are the silver snaps. So for this piece, you want to use the one with the silver snaps. This goes in this direction, not like this, like this. And then you just snap it into place. As easy as that. And now there's also this one. This one goes at the midpoint. like this. And then there's this one, which goes at the bottom. And there you have it. That would be the full arm. So let's do the other one. We are missing one piece and it goes right here. Go like this. You can see black, silver. So just go and then up. Again, the reason this is removable is so that if ever you need to iron this piece, the foam is not in the way. Because you cannot iron the foam. And there you go. And there you have it. That's the full costume all put together. There's a few more accessories that weren't commissioned, such as little cat ears, a little like cat collar with a little bell, and a little cat tail. Because it's FF14 and people love mikotes, and that's how it is. That's kind of what I do for all of my commissions. I do little videos like this to kind of showcase like how to put on the costume and maintain everything, because otherwise it's very confusing and very hard. Until you make the cosplay yourself, you do not know the intricacy and all the details behind the character you actually want to cosplay. So, as the person who made it, I understand, and I also understand how I constructed it. The other person might not, because you could go about constructing the same piece other ways. So I hope the video is helpful and helpful to the client. I think it will be, to be honest. You know the drill, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, that's the same thing twice. If you're interested in getting something commissioned, you can DM me at my business email, will be in the description box below. I have a lot more FF14 related costumes coming up because FanFest is coming up and I'm making my own stuff too to go there. And I think this one will also be there. So if you're going, look around, maybe you'll see it waddling about, because I'm telling you this costume is not going to be comfortable to wear. FF14 designs are awesome, but not functional. I think that's the best way to put it. That's it for today, folks. Bye!